like, I don't know, it like melted off my roots. Whoa. Well, that's beautiful. Let's just give. I decided I'm going to change my hair up just a little bit. We're gonna retouch these roots. As you can see, they're kind of grown out. Well, they're not too bad on the top, but if you lift up, you can really see the regrowth. Goal is to do the baby pink blush tone I did like 2 years ago. I'm gonna have to definitely just keep the tone up probably every 2 weeks, but since I did the pink 2 years ago, I have found other ways to keep it up without being super high maintenance. So I'll explain all that later on. Now we're gonna go up to my shop and do the bleaching process and then put the pink tone on after we get these. There's one section to finish lifting right here. As you can see, you can still see a little bit of blonde versus like up here. But I think that that's going to be a little bit differently anyway because it lifted a little bit more yellow than the rest of the hair. This was the last section, but it is my weak section. So I did not want to push the limit and fry it off or damage it in any way. So it may be a little bit different colored, but that's okay. Sometimes you can't get the hair 100% even when bleaching this much. We'll let it set just for a minute or so longer. Then we'll rinse this out, shampoo, condition, and then put the pastel pink direct dye, semi-permanent, whatever it's called, on. Home because the kids are tired, and I'm going to do step 2, which is apply the actual direct dye pastel pink. That way the ends will match the top. Just got done rinsing my hair out. I'm gonna throw a few things in it before I blow dry it and show you the end result. This is gonna be more vibrant because it's freshly bleached and my ends had, you know, leftover toner and whatnot on them. I could have ran the bleach down through my ends, but I just don't want any damage. My hair's already fine. I'm just cautious, so I'm totally okay with it being kind of like ombre, like starting more vibrant and then fading to pastel pink, and then probably in like a week or 2 I will refresh it. I will make sure to include that part in this vlog and show you what I'm refreshing with. So there's 2 things from Fanola. You might think this is like a sponsored video, but I assure you it's not. So I'm going to brush this out and then let it air dry as long as I can. I really do not want
to be blow drying this or putting a whole lot of extra heat, because I know I will probably like either flat iron or curl it once I get done. So I'm gonna opt out of the blow dryer until like maybe it's almost dry, just to kind of like lift the roots off my scalp. So with pastel colors, the less heat, and that includes hot water. You cannot take showers with hot water. So like today when we did my hair, I used cool water. Definitely use heat protectants. My favorite, which I didn't show in this, is the Kenra Color Charge Spray Serum. I'll insert a clip right here, but that's what I love to spray on my hair before I flat iron or put the wand on my hair. People just need to expect when you have a pastel color, whether it's pink or lavender or greens or silvers or whatever, there's not much pigmentation to that color. So when they fade, obviously it's going to kind of be like nothing's there, because there's not much for it to fade off to, if you get what I'm saying. It's kind of like you go to the salon and you get red color, you get some red in your hair. 6 weeks from there, it's still a little red, but it's not near as red as when you walked out of that salon. Every color fades. Pastel colors fade 10 times faster. So little fun fact for you on pastel colors. So yeah. Back, and this is a couple days after I colored my hair with the Guy-Tane Pink Diamond. This all was pretty light, but I wanted like an iridescent, like bubblegum light baby pink. So this was pretty good. I actually love the tone. You can kind of see when I pull it out. I mean, look at the reflection. It's just very, I don't know, pretty. But look at this root, you guys. Like my yellow is coming through. Like, I don't know, it like melted off my roots. I'm a hairstylist of like 12, 13 years, 14 years actually. And I don't really know how to explain that. I know it was bleached. I know it was porous. I worked out yesterday and today, so sweat making it fade off. I've never had this happen before though. Normally if you like actually washed your hair, but I have not washed my hair yet since I did it. So for it to just kind of completely melt off, it's really weird. I didn't blow dry it. I didn't put a lot of heat, but if I turn my side, like me looking at it, this is a completely different color than this, and this is a different color than what it was 2 days ago. So here's what we're gonna do now. We're going to refresh. We're gonna go a little bit darker. I picked up Arctic Fox at Sally's, and I picked up Electric Paradise, and then I picked up Virgin Pink. I'm gonna mix it first and see how I like it. Definitely gonna dilute with conditioner. So let me just stop yapping and let me start mixing so you can kind of see it. So I keep adding, you guys, because I'm like testing on my paper towel, and I just want to make sure it's going to be not dark, but a little bit more than what I want, just so it'll last. So I want it a little bit more vibrant. So after a wash or two, it'll still be in there a little bit. Otherwise, if I do it too light, like I did, you know, with that pink diamond, then it's going to fade out so quickly. Spots where it's like it took really, like, look at that right there, that's super like hot pink right there. Whoa. So a little nervous. I want it to last, so if it's a little bit brighter, if it's a little bit more vibrant, that's fine. I know it'll fade within one wash, so I'm just going to pull this up out of the way, leave it on for at least 45 minutes, and then we'll rinse it out. And I don't want to blow dry my hair, but I want to show y'all after it's done. It just depends on what time it is tonight. I may like show y'all tomorrow after it's all dry. Well, that's beautiful. Let's just give. So I'm in my shop the next morning after putting that hair color on, and this is the result. As you can see, it took pinker in certain areas, like right in here where I showed you, it came in really hot pink when it was processing, but For the most part, it did pretty good. It's a little bit more vibrant, obviously up here because I bleached it. I will feel so much better once I get makeup on. This lighting in here makes me look dead. I think I'll love it even more after I wash it one time. We're going in different lighting. Let's go underneath my chandelier because you know, any difference of lighting, ooh, look how much that shows it. Every type of lighting will show the color differently. That, and let's go beside my window for some actual natural lighting. Oh, that's better. Natural lighting is always better. So as you can see, it's coming in, you can see it's a little bit more even looking. It's not so crazy, so intense. So whenever you're comparing your hair color, definitely just try to use natural lighting. Okay, so I wanted to share a video with you guys after I'm all like fixed up. I washed it one time since the crazy, like super, you know, vibrant pink, and it's like absolutely perfect, which is good, but I went a little bit brighter because now it's gonna last maybe 2 more washes and I'll have to redo it again. I am going to add a little bit of the colors into like a little thing of conditioner, and then every time I wash, I'll put that in there, just kind of like as a toner. There was a couple of spots like underneath, you see how pink that is right there? I think it's just because it got so bright blonde when we were bleaching it versus, you know, the front. But it blends pretty dang good. I was really worried about keeping it straight and how it would flow from the roots to the ends, but it flows really, really pretty. So I usually curl my hair, but we're straightening it today. So if you're a blonde, definitely give this combo a try. It's a gorgeous soft pink shade. Don't be afraid of it going a little intense at first. It'll be perfect after a wash or two and it'll last you a lot longer. I absolutely love Arctic Fox. My hair feels amazing. It doesn't damage. So I will be keeping this for a while for sure. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you in my next one.